Ever since Milwaukee Tool had their pipeline event, episode 3, with the announcement of this fuel Sawzall, people have been messaging us, inboxing me, and it's all because of one phrase that people are selectively reading or listening to. They're not getting or looking at the full context of the statement. It seems like they're just hearing what they want to hear. Well, today I want all of you to hear this. The Milwaukee FUEL Sawzall is not the best reciprocating saw, period. And we're going to tell you why right after this message from our sponsor, BCG Construction. Head on over to our merch store. You can get hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts. Link will be down in the description below. I will tell you all about Milwaukee FUEL Sawzall. I'll tell you what Milwaukee says about it. And I'm going to give you the full context of what they were trying to communicate so that you can hear the whole thing. You're trying to make the best informed decisions about buying tools because you make a living with these things. I understand, and I want you to have the best information. The thing is that it seems like there was a miscommunication from Milwaukee Tool, or maybe you all interpreted it wrong. I don't know. But we're going to set it straight. Okay, we got a couple miles on this thing now. But this is what Milwaukee tells us. It says, our M18 FUEL Sawzall is the next generation of legendary performance and durability. Designed with the toughest applications on the job site, the Milwaukee M18 FUEL Sawzall is the fastest cutting reciprocating saw in its class and leverages a power state brushless motor to provide you with 3,000 strokes per minute and a 1 1/4 inch stroke length for faster material removal. RedLink Plus intelligence electronics ensure maximum performance under stress, as well as protection from overloading, overheating, and over-discharging. The included M18 Red Lithium 5.0 battery pack delivers you up to 2.5 times runtime, provides more work per charge, and more work over the life of the pack than the competitive batteries. I will tell you this, I think that this fuel brushless Sawzall probably would have benefited from a nice 6 amp or 8 amp hour battery. But the intended purpose of this Sawzall is light, powerful, formidable. You got your rafter hook. You have yourself an adjustable shoe so you can make more of your blades. It all started with the paragraph I just read to you, because that same paragraph was in the pipeline event. People went berserk when they heard this statement. The Milwaukee M18 FUEL Sawzall is the fastest cutting reciprocating saw in its class. People said, whoa, the Milwaukee FUEL Sawzall is the fastest Sawzall. And then all of a sudden it got twisted. It's the fastest. It's the best. Everybody is forgetting this key part. It's like people take it out of context and then use it to however they'd like to use it. I've seen this multiple times. If you know of any instances where people have taken phrases or statements and not used the full context, okay, and it disturbs you as much as it disturbs me, leave it down below. I want to know if you're aware. Like, that's becoming more of a prevalent thing. The part of the phrase that people are failing to relay is in its class. And quite frankly, the Sawzall FUEL is the class. So it's the fastest cutting in its class. So I don't know, some other brushless recip saw, some other manufacturers. I mean, the FUEL Sawzall is literally, this Gen 2 is only competing really with one other recip saw, and that would be the Gen 1. But that's not even the main part of this video either. The main part of this video is, this is not the best. It's not the best. The fastest cutting Sawzall overall is the Super Sawzall. And so many of you keep asking, well, do I need to upgrade from my Super Sawzall to the FUEL because this is the fastest cutting? It's not the fastest cutting. It's the fastest cutting in its class. The Super Sawzall is a different class of recip saw. This is the top tier. This is the creme de la creme. Now, with that being said, is this right for you? You know, so many people ask my opinion of the best. There's no such thing as the best. I mean, I guess there is the best, but even if something was the best and the price was so ridiculous or was out of your budget, then it wouldn't be the best for you. A lot of times when people ask these questions, it's during a live stream when we're doing a tool tour through a tool store, a big box tool store. What's the best? It's like, you gotta give me more info. What are you doing with the tools? What kind of cuts are you making? What kind of fasteners are you setting? What's your budget? What's your budget? Like, we need some more info. Here's the thing. Now that these two Sawzalls are in front of me, I'm going to kind of break them down a little bit. Here's the deal. Let's go over their specs. If you look at these side by side, both of these recip saws have 1.25 inch stroke length. Both of these saws have a 3,000 stroke per minute rate. Both of them have an adjustable shoe. Both of them have a toolless blade change. I actually prefer the blade change on the Fuel better than I do the Super Sawzall. I think this is easier. A couple of smaller differences between the two is that the Super Sawzall has a speed selector on it. It's an extra bell or whistle, whatever floats your boat, okay? Both of them, though, have an infinitely variable trigger. Here's where the big differences are. Are you cutting a lot of wood? Are you doing a lot of demo that requires a lot of cutting wood? If you're cutting a lot of wood and you need to cut it rapidly, then maybe you take advantage of the Super Sawzall that has orbital action on and orbital action off. That feature is not available in the Fuel Sawzall. What that orbital action feature does is it elongates the stroke. It almost makes it as though the stroke length is longer. Every pass is exaggerated and you're able to cut through wood faster. I will say that using orbital action through things like metal, it becomes unnerving and very inaccurate. I personally don't like to use orbital action through metal. Maybe you have a different method than I do. Let us know down in the comments section if you use orbital through metal and it's successful for you. Having that orbital action to cut through that wood quicker adds a lot of weight and a lot of size. The length of this tool is 18.9 inches compared to the Fuel, which is 17.1 inches. This is a very compact. Weight of the Super Sawzall is 8.8 pounds compared to the Fuel Sawzall at 6.8 pounds. This is 2 pounds less. Also, they've built in some features for plumbers, especially with this Sawzall. The blade clamp and even the housing, they have stainless steel built in because Milwaukee recognized that people would be cutting through pipe that could have residual water. If you're an unlucky plumber, you'll probably be cutting through a live pipe, right? But they figured that this recip saw could get road hard, put away wet, and then in these areas could form rust. So they put in stainless steel. If I had a full day of running a recip saw, this is going to be my choice. This is the best for me. If you had somebody that was going to be cutting enormous amounts of wood and they needed to accomplish it quickly, maybe this would be the best for them. For plumbers, this would probably be the best for them because they're cutting metal, plus they have that stainless steel that's resistant to rust. For electricians, I don't know, like electricians, do they even use Sawzalls? Like, don't they use, like, I don't know, don't they use their lineman pliers for everything? They use it as a hammer. They use it as probably a saw. They use it as, I mean, they don't even own recip saws. I don't know. Maybe this would be the best for them as well. I don't know. But leave it down below. Which one is the best for you? I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best in its class, and this is the best in its class. But this is not the best. this is the best. Unless you don't need Orbital, then this is the best. But if you need Orbital, then this is the best. Leave it down below. Which one's the best for you? That's what it all comes down to. Which one is going to make you the most money? Which one's going to make you the most productive? We want to know. Leave it down below. Also, if you appreciate the content and these down-to-earth explanations, I mean, like, explanations that everybody can understand. I don't use technical terms because, quite frankly, I don't speak in technical terms. If you don't like the way I speak, you know, that's on you. And if you like me being honest, then smash the like button. It's free for you to do. Doesn't cost you a thing. Helps out the channel immensely. And then also, what I've heard is it actually extends the stroke length of your Sawzall by 1/8 of an inch. So if you have a Sawzall, you're going to want to hit the like button. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you all on the next one.
Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy. And you're here at the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, and maybe over here. See you later.